Hello and welcome to our fifth COVID-19 market update with Thomas Caldwell. Today is June 10th, 2020, and it's 2 weeks since our last update and about 12 weeks since everyone started self-isolating and social distancing. Tom, looking into the future, do you think that we will have inflation or deflation?
My bias is it will be toward the inflationary side. Governments and central banks around the world are printing trillions and trillions of dollars and flushing the system with it. And we're not producing more goods and services. So there's going to be a lot of money chasing the same number of goods and services. However, there are lots of extenuating circumstances that could moderate that. So part of it depends on how soon we come out of this lockdown phase. If people come out of it with gusto and enthusiasm, and those with discretionary funds decide to do some spending, we could see a bump in the inflationary numbers. But I still think the bias is towards inflation. It might not be as extreme as many people are saying, but it'll still be for price pressures on the upside. It may not be great, but I still think that's the bias.
Now, the markets are always on everyone's mind, and we keep seeing record highs. Are the markets irrational?
Markets can always be irrational in the short term, basically on the basis of emotions. Everybody's panic running for the door. You can have a market go way, way down. That's where the bargains live, by the way. Or it can move up with euphoria and enthusiasm. I think the job of managing money and investing is to try to see what phase you're in. We've had tremendous volatility in the market, and some of that's emotions. A lot of it is the systems that are now in place, algorithmic trading, that type of thing. So it has been volatile, but it's in the longer run, markets tend to moderate and smooth themselves out and continue with the momentum that makes most sense to investors. And the momentum still seems to be a little bit on the upside.
Now, one of our clients asked a question about small businesses, and right now we're reopening during phase 2, then we've got phase 3, and then hopefully after the virus. Now, what do you see going forward?
Small business, generally speaking, this is the fuel of an economy. This is where the jobs are created. This is where the innovation comes from. Governments always give lip service to it, and really they offer every assistance short of real help. And they are trying to help. This program we've had is trying to help small businesses. But the best help they can get is to get this lockdown released sooner than later. And I think governments are very risk adverse. You look at most of the talks, they're very, very cautious. But I think we do have to open up sooner than later because the damage in the small business sector, the longer it goes on, it will be harder and harder to repair. So it's a tough time for any small business of any variety. So let's get back to normal, whatever normal is going to look like, as soon as we can.
Thank you so much for your time, Tom.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. We hope that you found this really helpful. Please stay safe and healthy.